Good morning, Falcons. Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, June 17th. We have just a few days left in this school year. Thank you so much for joining us for online advisory. Today, we are going to do a couple of things. One, we're going to share the results of our survey that we gave about talking about race and racism and how comfortable we are with that. And then we're also going to take the opportunity to interview someone in our lives. So I'm super excited about this. Here we go. Okay, our greeting is a physical challenge greeting. I cannot tell you enough how important this is. Yesterday, I finally got outside and went for a run. I hadn't been running recently just because I've been so busy and I've been tired and grumpy. So I made myself go for a run. That's something that works really well for me. And the whole rest of my evening is so much better. So physical challenge, get up, move around, and then reach out to someone that you care about. Pause the video, do it right now, get moving, okay? You can do it. Then come on back when you're ready. All right, our sharing today and our activity are kind of one in the same. So I'm gonna shrink my face and show you our sharing and activity. Here we go. Okay, so I want you to think about if you have contact. Oh, here we go. Try one more time. Okay, I want you to think about if you have contact in your life with your grandma or grandpa or another older important adult in your life. I know for me, I don't have a lot of contact with my grandparents anymore. Most of them have passed away, and my grandfather's not doing great. But I have other older adults in my life, family, friends, aunts and uncles that are really important to me. Teachers, right? We do fall into that category of older adults in your life, so you can talk to us. So here's what we want you to think about. Ask one of these people in your life what they were doing when they were 12 or 13 or 14, whatever age you are today, during the month of June. Okay, and find out as much as you can. And you might want to write these ideas down, and you can tell them this is for advisory, or you can just tell them that you're interested in listening to their experiences. And a great way to engage in this conversation, remember, we've been talking about listening to other people's perspectives, asking good questions. You might just say, can you tell me more? Can you tell me more about what life was like for you when you were a teenager or an almost teenager in the month of June, when they were your age. Okay, so take the time to do that. And I know many of you have also been really interested in continuing to talk about race and racism. And so this could be a great time to talk to an older person in your life about what they remember from when they were your age, what was happening in the world around race and racism. Can they share examples for themselves or for people they know or people they heard of in the world who were being upstanders when they were young? So it's just a really great opportunity to connect with people on that. So I encourage you to check that out. Okay. Our other update is about the survey that we gave. So we asked students, staff, and parents to take this survey that was optional, and it's still linked below. You can still take it. To date, we've had just over 60 of you respond, but I know some of you haven't taken the survey, but you've been having great conversations with your teachers and with your families about race, racism, and being an upstander. So it's okay if you haven't taken the survey. It's still open if you want to take it. But this is our results. Most of our people who responded were students. We had some staff, and I think just a few parents. Thank you, parents, for taking this. And here's what we're seeing as a community right now. We asked on a scale of 1 to 5, how comfortable are you talking about race? And it looked like most of the people who chose to take this survey would say that they're a 3 or above. So not all, but most people would say they're comfortable or very comfortable talking about race. And then the next question was, how comfortable are you talking about racism? And I thought this was interesting that it looks like as a community, the people who took this survey, we are less comfortable talking about racism than we are talking about race, right? You can see that many more people put themselves at a 2 for that question. So I just thought that was an interesting difference, and I would love to hear what you think, why you think that difference might be. I read through all the personal comments as well, and there were a lot of things that stood out. I took your responses and to kind of just continue to protect your confidentiality, I put them into this word cloud. So you can see the question is about how comfortable are you talking about race and racism. So the words that are really large are comfortable, racism, talking, race, talk, etc. Because I think people were using complete sentences in their responses. But if you look a little bit more closely, you see other words like history, normalize, to know, to educate, schools, friends, it's uncomfortable, confidence, attention, systemic. So I'd encourage you to take a look at this word cloud. I think it's a good reflection of kind of what we're thinking about, and it's super helpful for our team. We're going to be spending some more time over the summer really thinking about how we can make sure that we're providing great meaningful opportunities for kids, families, staff to continue to talk about race, racism, and how to be an upstander and other important topics that are related to what's happening in our world. And a lot of that will happen in advisory. It will also happen in your other classes. So we're excited about it. And we're just super appreciative that you're taking the time to engage with us. It's important. Okay, interview someone in your life who's older. Okay. Can't wait to hear how it goes. You can comment below. You can comment in your Google Advisory classroom. We miss you tons. And remember, be respectful, be responsible, show pride. We'll be back here for online advisory tomorrow.